Good morning, everyone. Every single moment that continues to pass by in this 3 weeks, it's unbelievable that it's been 3 weeks. In these 21 days of this hurricane of emotions, of this tornado of jumbled up feelings inside, we don't know how to feel, we don't know how to act. There is an incredible story that is told in our parsha this week, one that, God willing, I'll be speaking more deeply about tomorrow morning from the pulpit. But I wanted to share an insight that I found quite unique from Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky in his Emes LeYaakov, in which he asks a simple question about an event that, again, we will read and speak a little bit more about tomorrow morning. And that is that Avraham Avinu, when we see him in the parsha this week, we find him saving his nephew Lot. And it's so interesting because here you had one hostage, one captive, one individual who Abraham risked his life to save. And says Rabbi Yaakov Kamenetsky, if Abraham would have asked a shaila, who he would have asked a shaila to is not entirely clear, but if he would have asked a shaila, if he would have delved into the halacha a bit more deeply and tried to think and figure out and understand, is he obligated to save his nephew Lot? The answer would have been, from a halachic standpoint, absolutely not. Trading one life for another life is not a halachic requirement. So asks Rav Yaakov Kamenetsky, where did Abraham get off doing what he did, risking his life in order to save his nephew? And he explains as follows, that although there was no halachic imperative, there was a moral one. And essentially what Rabbi Kamenetsky is trying to build upon and demonstrate for us is that beyond just being Jewish, there is an obligation to be moral and human. And the reason why we've struggled so deeply, or I'll speak personally, the reason why I've struggled so deeply over these last few weeks is that what would appear to be basic human morals have been constantly overlooked with protest after protest, with pro-Hamas rally after pro-Hamas rally. We are not just the religions or the nations that we associate ourselves with. We are also just humans. We have one thing that unites every living, breathing person on this planet, and that is our humanity. And Abraham was so tuned into the value of a single human life, not because of Jewish law, but because of human morality. And that's something that the world seems to be losing less and less every single day, and that is really, really frightening. We have to commit ourselves to continue not just to pass on the Or Lagoyim, to be the light unto the nations, but also to demonstrate what it is to be a moral human being. Abraham taught this lesson thousands of years ago, and we have to continue doing that today, tomorrow, and for however long this conflict and inevitably other conflicts will go on. We have to show the not just Jewish, but the human morality that we represent. And God willing, in so doing, we won't just be victorious in the battles, but also in the war for the soul of the human race that we have a responsibility to continue fighting for daily. Take the opportunity to wish everyone a beautiful, restful, and meaningful Shabbos. And please, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, maybe I will, maybe I won't come to shul tomorrow, do it. Come to shul, be there. We want you. We feel your presence, and we notice when there are those who are not there. So please come. If you can't do it for yourself, then do it for the rest of us. Wishing everyone a beautiful Shabbos.